Let's bring in CBS 13 political analyst Gary Dietrich. Gary, if he was running for office, do you think we would see this happening?
Well, I think that big if is really really what this is all about. I mean, we saw this with Jerry Brown, Gavin's predecessor. The minute that he didn't have to face voters again, particularly very powerful state worker unions, you know what? It's a different ballgame. I mean, right now, Gavin's looking at where? Let's all be honest about it. The White House, right? There's no obligation at this junction politically to satisfy state workers. I think that's why we're seeing this. I don't think there's any question about that, Curtis. The other thing about it is this is mirroring what we're seeing in the private sector, right? I mean, major companies are doing this all over the state, and the state workers really have been insulated from that up until now. So I think Gavin is basically, he might call it aligning the state workforce with what's happening statewide. And by the way, there's no doubt about the fact that downtown Sacramento is really a state worker beehive. I mean, you don't have nearly the number of private workers down there. And so, yes, Mayor Steinberg, very happy about this, no doubt about it.
And I'm sure those businesses, as we heard from, certainly are too. Gary, let's switch gears and talk about something in the distant future, but is going to feel here faster than we believe. 2026, we know Gavin Newsom is going to be up for re-election. It's already a crowded field of candidates. Talk about who may be running, who has said they're running, and what you think about the possibilities.
Well, he's actually going to be termed out. He's going to be gone. And so, therefore, we're having a new governor, whoever that is. Right now, there's a long list of those candidates. We've got the sitting lieutenant governor. We've got the current attorney general saying he's probably going to get in. 3 or 4 others. All of a sudden today, Mr. Becerra, back in the running the Department of Health and Human Services for Joe Biden, but says he's leaving right now. That's the report. He's leaving after November, regardless of what happens at the White House, and he's coming back here to do what? Run for governor.
Yeah, he'll need a job. All right, so let's talk about Arizona now. The big story out of there, returning to an abortion ban from nearly 160 years ago.
Yep.
How could that rule there impact our California races?
Well, I'll tell you, the Biden White House has jumped all over this, guys. I mean, they've got billboards up already. Kamala Harris is going there tomorrow. What's that going to do in California? Well, it's really, guys, putting the onus on everybody in Congress. So every member of the House that's running in California is going to be asked the proverbial question. What do you think about the Arizona abortion ban? Do you support it? What do you think we ought to do? Should there be a federal ban? Trump was asked that, of course, this week. He says it should be left up to the states. We know where that is in California. But if anybody proposes a federal ban, that's going to put every member of the House, including those that are running for office in California, under the microscope.
A lot of boxes that people are going to be fitting into if this moves forward.
Yep.
All right, Gary, we appreciate your insight. Covered a lot of ground. Thanks so much.